Hollywood is over. Hello, I have some urgent and disturbing news from the world of movies. After months of strenuous attempts to avoid it, Hollywood's scary nightmare has become a reality. Screenwriters went on strike in May, and now the Actors Union, which includes more than 160,000 members, has joined them. This is a major development for the film industry, paralyzing film production indefinitely. The situation is worse than in 2020. And something like this hasn't happened in over 60 years. The magnitude and horror of what is happening cannot be overemphasized. We take a look at all the details and causes of this incident. In Hollywood, the Screenwriters Guild of about 11,000 people went on strike. The strike has hit the movie-making industry hard, putting many projects on hold. The major repercussions are still to come, and we will probably feel them next year, 2024. But the most frightening thing is that after the writers' strike, the same thing happened to the Actors Guild. That was months ago. What were they trying to accomplish? Basically, they demanded higher royalties from royalty-based streaming platforms and a better environment for the use of artificial intelligence. They were also in favor of better pensions and insurance. Apparently, the Actors Guild just decided to support the writers' strike, realizing that Hollywood couldn't handle two simultaneous strikes. This is true because along with 11,000 writers, we have 160,000 actors. The magnitude of this situation cannot be underestimated. The Hollywood film industry has tried its best to avoid such a catastrophic scenario, but despite its best efforts, on Thursday, July 13th, the Actors Guild announced its own strike. When actors in North America joined the strike, the situation in Hollywood became truly threatening. Negotiations between the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers and the Screen Actors Guild have collapsed, and the National Board of the Screen Actors Guild has met to officially confirm the start of their strike. This will be in addition to the current Writers Guild strike. A joint strike by actors and screenwriters would bring Hollywood to a complete halt as a content factory without scripts. This means that the movie industry will come to a halt until a common solution is found. The consequences of this double whammy will be catastrophic. Something like this had not happened for over 60 years when the situation was settled in 1960 through the intervention of U.S. President Ronald Reagan. Today, given the current circumstances, the loss of movie production could be in the billions of dollars. The time it will take to reach an agreement and the damage that will be done to Hollywood, no one can yet predict. Now the Actors Guild and the Producers Alliance are shifting the blame for the upcoming strike to each other. Recently, Hollywood's largest union, the Screen Actors Guild, announced its support for the strike, and many famous actors, including Jennifer Lawrence and Meryl Streep, have also expressed their support. Details of the repercussions of this event are unknown at this time, but at a minimum, the actors will be banned from working on sets and giving interviews to promote their work. A double strike could halt almost all production not only in Hollywood, but also on streaming platforms. Apparently, the parties are not yet ready to come to an agreement, as the Actors Guild is demanding higher compensation from the streaming services and inflation protection. Regarding the use of artificial intelligence, actors are demanding security measures to ensure that their digital images are not used without their permission. Hollywood representatives, including David Zaslav, a Disney vice president, have been negotiating but have not reached a compromise. The Screen Actors Guild said the studio's offer was insulting and they were not prepared to proceed to an agreement without good faith negotiations. The union's negotiating committee has approved the strike. Hollywood finds itself in a crisis, and a double strike of writers and actors could continue for an extended period of time, halting production of films and programs. This would result in billions of dollars in losses and the absence of much of the content planned for 2024. Production of any content will become virtually impossible in North America. Much of the movie industry and streaming services will be severely affected by the strike, creating significant financial hardship for thousands of people. Major media and technology companies that have invested in streaming services will also be affected. The movie and streaming industry is facing huge challenges and an unprecedented drop in revenue. If the joint strike lasts a month, it will lead to irreversible changes in the industry. Hollywood and other companies are facing tough times and no one knows how they will cope. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned to stay informed.